Oh dear, no rest for the wicked. Now, the situation is, as I see it and perceive, as quite a psychic chappie, that Mark Zuckerberg has been hacked, that I have been hacked. And to put it in a simple gist, there's a lady called Sheryl Sandberg who has announced to me that I am to send her a £250 fee, and it's in connection with activation costs, right? But then I've also been given a Paige Rosemary 1947, and this is a lady via I've just got an itchy leg. I've got quite a few email addresses for her actually, but she's supposed to be appointed as a person for me to send money to, and I have just sent £150 to a Paige Rosemary 1947 at gmail.com. That's her email address, and she is working. Well, that's a genuine contact because I've just sent money to her. Oh, my mind. I tell you, do I need a break? I've just sent money to this lady. It does. I think it's my own ego playing tricks on me. I do just suddenly have a blackout. But it's a test. I don't get into a panic. You see, you would normally. Imagine this is a high-level conversation, and because of nerves, you just suddenly fuck up. You know, it's gone like this. You know, who the hell is this Paige Rosemary 1947 at Gmail? See again. It's a thing you can send money to people, and it's also a thing that people sell things on. So you can set up a little business on this thing that has suddenly gone blank, but it'll come. You see, and I'm not going to panic. So we double up again. PayPal. There you go. So this lady, Paige Rosemary 1947 at gmail.com. This is her PayPal identity, and that's how I paid her just recently £150, right? But then she's also got another email address. Again, might as well throw it all in. RosemaryPage47 at gmail.com. Right. So these are just all the characters in the plot. Now, this other lady, who I've had this message from, to the effect, and I've been sent a certificate. I just need to send her £250, get it? And her name is Sheryl, Sheryl Sandberg, get it? And this name was supposedly given me by Mark Zuckerberg. Right. So we've got three. Oh, dear. No, you're just having a wind up, mate. This is quite serious, actually. Right. I mean, I can, joke. No, just put you in the picture, mate. This money, as if well, that's what I'm just talking about, is probably the people behind this so-called, Facebook winnings of $750,000 are Nigerian-based terrorist shit. Now, that's my right. I do feel personally that if these are terrorists, that are people involved in killing people, and they're using this technology of hacking people, get it, and impersonating people, and getting innocent people like me to send them money, right? That's a trip, I'm not being sarcastic, make it easy for you. Then yeah, they are terrorist motherfuck cunt filth. Now, I've just been taken up about this. So probably you look Nigerian. How you doing, mate? Yeah, well, no, mate. And I've got your name. The FBI have advised me, not directly. Are you aware, Mr. Clark, that this money you've been sending to Nigeria, which some of the money has, this is some well-known terrorist group, right? And I said, well, obviously I'm not. So I'm aware, get it, that these are people that Facebook, if against this, Mickey, have advised me to send money to, right? And I ended that conversation, well, look, why don't you go and arrest the cunts? I might be or have been used, get it, scammed, call it what you will, and have, you're laughing, yeah, right. I wouldn't joke, my friend. You can be traced. Ayidi Rasu joined. Now, of course, we've all got a sense of humour. But if you are some Nigerian-based terrorist getting in on the joke, because let's trip this out. How the fuck do you know about this development? Yeah. Or you might also just be a smart-ass cunt that's got a bit of a weak sense of humour because, yeah, I'm the biggest comedian here. Get it? I am a cosmic comedian. That's another trip. Right, I am a medium then. We'll bring it down to street level. I am a spiritualist. So when my brother, David Clark, comes through me, because he is what you call my gatekeeper, he's got a mouth on him. And he is the person that's been telling people, fuck off, you cunts. This is my brother. Right, he's he's a Hell's Angel. And when he gets angry, yeah. But unfortunately, because my brother has channeled through me, get it, we're going round the circle, and has badmouthed some possible Nigerian terrorists, there's some idiot on the complaints page. I mean, that's what they are. Oh, dear me. He can't call Nigerians. I'm not calling, my brother isn't calling all Nigerians, get it, terrorists, fucked pig cunts, I believe the term he used, but he is calling Nigerian terrorists that. It's addressed to them. God, talk about thick as shit. Yeah. And I am a medium. I am a channel. Now, as a medium, I'm a member of the Gospel Spiritualist Church. And this goes back donkey's years. So I've been introduced to the concept that people don't die, can go through a medium, get it, and that's a reality for me. And it's a reality for thousands of Spiritualist Church members. Right. So we get that trip cleared. Now, as a channel, that's a more new agey come contemporary term, but it actually means the same. Hi, Dennis. A channel channels discarnate entities. But it actually goes up a few notches, actually. These can be extraterrestrials. These can be, whatever. But I'm pretty down earth. Rare, we go. When my brother Dave Clark comes through, he's what's called my gatekeeper. So that means his role is that he does protect me from, shall we say, mischievous spirits who might want to use me. Get it? And some people might consider he's a mischievous spirit. Get it? You know, he swears. He tells people to fuck off. He calls them cunts. Well, it's street language. Oh, this, yeah. This is sort of right. Recently, my brother, I keep getting the name, Dave Clark, this is all checked out, FBI. Yes, he was my brother and he committed suicide. Dave Clark. Yes, he was, or is. That's up to the Hells Angels. You have to talk to them about that. Do you accept a brother angel who's no longer in the physical form as your brother? They are simple as that. Oh, I see. Right. You do. Well, do your angels remember a person they met in prison? And I have to put this up where it was. Oh, it's in England. I couldn't give you the exact name of the prison, but, my brother was imprisoned in England. And he was an LSD dealer, as a lot of other angels are. I've just shared a very interesting... Yeah, can you send it to Annie? Oh, Annie Lennox. Travel the world. And I know that song, Seven Seas. Don't need to Annie or Annie Lennox. Facebook will bring you these. Not sure the gist, but it sounds positive, Dennis. Yeah. Travel the world. Yeah, I know the song. That's a good trip, my friend. And anyone else, you want to talk with me, but a bit, just quote a record or a song. And as you're there, Dennis, funny enough, I've just heard this brilliant song, and I've just been looking into it. But it isn't by him, but he's on it. You know, the guy with the really gruff voice. The blood of Jesus. He's really known for having this gruff voice. Come on, Graham. See, again, these things are done. It's testing me. I'm being tested all the time. Tom Waits. Right? Tom Waits. Now, this song was played on Radio 3, probably only last night, and it's fantastic. But it isn't actually Tom Waits. It's a loop of another singer, and he's just singing about the blood of Jesus. It's like a little simplistic, nothing saves me like the blood of Jesus. That it is, it's looped, right? Then the trip is that this song was heard and it was decided, whoever they were, right, we're going to orchestrate this. So the strings brought in, and then someone decided, and obviously he was asked, Tom Waits was asked, would he like to join it? Really, it's the same words, but it's, and so there's this guy being looped, get it? Then there's these beautiful strings. Well, if you watch it, I brought the tears, but that's another thing. And in the spirit, I'm saying, well, if this doesn't touch you like that, you need major psychiatric help. Yeah. Because it's actually our spirit that reacts to something like that. Nothing says like the blood of Jesus. It's a loop again. And that's your Tom Waits bit. And then I in the spirit, because I've been involved with that world, I'm actually an ex-sound engineer. I ran a charity called Shamanic Studios, and I was the producer, mixer, recorder, the lot, right? And it flashed in as flash. Brilliant if some Tibetan monks were brought in, because they do this deep voice as well. That's a Christian thing. Singing in tongues. Yeah, that's what that was. Work that out. Well, some smart ass could take that to some Tibetan monks and might say, nah, that's not Tibetan or whatever. Yeah, but that's one of the gifts of the Spirit, singing in tongues. And that was a demonstration of it. I think I know it. Oh, do you? Well, it's brilliant. It is. And I've just done this video. Yeah, it's called The Blood of Jesus. Yeah, rare. And if you watch it, I'm actually listening to this, right, what I'm just talking about, and it brought me to tears. And in fact, I was sobbing because it's just, it affects your spirit. And so then I come out of that. It's not sort of 40 minutes of me just, right, yeah, I pulled out of it. And that's when it went off to saying things like, if this doesn't move you, the blood of Jesus, right? And I talk about it as a deliverance ministry. And I talk about examples that I've called down the power of the blood of Jesus. It's like a deliverance ministry technique. And I've shared real life examples when I've called down the power of the blood. Again, this is a Baptist church thing. And in a sense, it's light years ahead of all these trendy things, and all that. Saying, give me that old time religion. It is. Give me that old time religion. It's like we have gone over these religions, get it? Baptism, and it's generally labelled as fundamentalist shit, get it? And like people are into these more sophisticated things, look down their nose at it. I've had it. Turned up at the Findorn Foundation, went for a little interview. I'd left my church, but that's all I can go on that. There's another topic. I was perfectly righteous. Well, quickly for it, I wanted to get married, and the elders had earmarked me to be a celibate. Actually, a bit of humour. I am a celibate. Still might get married, but that's all to do with money. As everything is. I've got ladies in Thailand I'd marry like a flash. Beautiful. Well, yeah. And but I won't marry them if I haven't got I couldn't. If I haven't got the financial means to support them. In Thailand, you wouldn't be allowed, especially if you're a foreigner, you wouldn't be allowed to you wouldn't be allowed to marry them, but you can, in fact, actually have 8 wives in Thailand. And I've got 2 earmarked, and it's a mother and her daughter. A brilliant scenario. So the mother stays close to her daughter. Get it? Her daughter doesn't run off and marry someone and she might see her once a month. It's like a family, but we don't have to all live together, although probably in that circumstance it would say it's just the 3 of us. And it could work perfect. We had a time together. We had like an engagement time. I'm not just someone, you can do that. That's another trick. You can have such a thing as love at first sight. You verify it, but you have this drawing instant attraction and whoom. And then you take the time to get to know one another. In fact, that's happened to me. I met this lady at the Green Gathering. And, that can be placed because it was, around about Stonehenge festival period. Yeah. And this is the Peace Convoys sort of route, just go from festival to festival. And I was with the Peace Convoy. And we ended up at this green gathering, bit rather unique. There are anti-electric music. Okay, that was their trip. That they decided that electric music is this, that, and the other. I'm a natural musician. It's a bit argument. So I enter into this singing argument. Yeah. I love music. Very bad. And it's fucking, hold on. Oh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. So, and then this guy who was like one of the leaders of the Green Gathering, I think I've been singled out. Well, I was awful. And he sung back. And then I sung back again. And we were having so basically because we were making music, but it was vocal. It was acoustic. There was no electric guitars blasting away, right? But the gist was that. So there was like a discourse going on, and he was telling me by singing like opera, this is why they didn't want electric music. And I was coming back with a counter argument saying, well, yes, sort of thing, but this and but that. Right. Anyway, beautiful woman. And I mean, I'm not now, but when I talk about this, I've got a hard on. That's it. This woman was more an attraction, but more this. So the trip is she comes into our tent and I've been given shelter. Oh yeah, there's a few people in the Peace Corps. Chap called Brian, who I would diagnose as being a psychopath or paranoid. Right, Brian, and all the Peace Convoy knew him. He was known to be a bit paranoid. Yeah, and he got it into his head that I was a police undercover informant because no one knew me. Right, and it was the time I was robed up. Yeah, it's that Festival. I went on telly. I'm famous, but whether the BBC have got footage of me. Ingleston Common. Right, and I'm with the Peace Convoy at Ingleston Common, and there's nearly a riot that took place because one of the Peace Convoy, get it, had thrown an axe through a policeman's windscreen, and that sort of brought things to a bit of a head. That policeman could have been seriously injured, and that doesn't quite, being sarcastic, quite the behaviour of a so-called peace convoy member then, peace. No, it's a violent act, and it could have been, policemen could have got... So, the riot squad are called in. Yeah? And the media are there. I'll get a trip, TV cameras, a fucking lot. They were all there to want to see this so-called conflict. Of course, the police would have won hands down. They'd have had snipers. Oh, yeah. And there were these idiots who formed a line, and all the women and kids were shitting themselves. Right, form a line. Fucking idiots. Like I said, they'd have been fucking taken out. Yeah, the riot squad might have big shields and that. Oh, I sense this. Just sensed it. That there were certain officers called in and their role would be to take some cunts out. You've got a cunt waving a little hand axe and got two more, and all this shit. Well, it's obvious any exchange with a cunt like that, someone's going to get hurt. Well, this is a bit of a circle because this has happened recently, yeah. You've got to take cunts out, and that's a term. Cunts, yeah. Now, one man's cunt is another man's terrorist, and one man's terrorist is another man's cunt. Get it? But it's a street term. You take the cunt out. So there are times in life where that is the only solution. And we've got to have policemen that are prepared to do that, soldiers that are prepared to do that. So all this hippie shit about turn the other cheek is that. And I am a very much a practicing Christian. But I assure you, if some cunt came at me with an axe or any kind of weapon, I would, to the best of my ability, A, arm myself, and B, take the cunt out. That not saying means you kill them, but you disarm them, you neutralise them. Yeah. So if there's a few whacks over the head with a baseball bat, as an example, that's what you do. Yeah. And that's where the Hell's Angels come in. They are God's army on earth. Knights Templar. A lot of them are possibly reincarnations of the Knights Templar. I say that, a brilliant series on the TV called Nightfall, and it's all about, well, it's all based on truth, I don't know, but it's quite mind-boggling. Oh yeah, the amount of corruption, corrupt Pope. Well, that is actually, I think, based on truth. A corrupt Pope authorised that the Knights Templar be taken out, but very cowardly, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and it was an attack, and a lot of them were slaughtered and burnt at the stake, and my dad, and all this filth. Didn't have a nice death. Even the ones that were captured, were just killed. But some got away, thank God. And yeah. Anyway, I digress, but that's our history, yes. It's quite a bloody violent one. And to go and kill people in their sleep, no trial, that's what most have had. Yeah, no. It was decided just to take the cunts out. No. Knights Templar weren't cunts. See, I can cunt. No. They were not cunts. They were monks. Yeah. Monks. And they armed themselves and trained themselves in the art of war. They were the people, that went to the crusade, they were the pirates that liberated all the gold that was ripped off from South America. Again, Adolf Hitler just got hold of a load of correct symbols. The skull and crossbones is a very ancient and sacred symbol. And the Knights Templars used the skull and crossbones. They were the original pirates, but they were liberating gold that had been ripped off by, I think it's the Portuguese or whatever, and the Spanish. But they liberated that gold, and it was used to build temples, and there's even rumours a lot of it is stashed. Yeah. But, so just down the road, there's a very famous chapel, Rosalind Chapel. And if I visit, you visit it, you'll see there's symbolism and things. It's not your average Christian church. It's got all these other symbols, esoteric symbols, because it was actually built by the Knights Templar. And it is on a very cosmic power point, as all these buildings are. Sacred sites, they have a very interesting history. Anyway, we're digressing. That's what I do. Yeah. And any channel will do that. Because you might have an intellectual, look, FBI appeal, as it looks like, and this is real personal stuff. That's okay. Yeah, this is me stuff. FBI appeal, as it looks like Mark Zuckerberg and myself have been hacked by Nigerian, spelt wrong, based terrorists. Please advise. Now, the tip on that is that I've just paid £150 to a lady who is called Rosemary Page, but she's got a few email addresses, and through PayPal. And I was advised to do this, right? And she's acknowledged my payment, but then I've had another email, get it? Well, it was an email by a Mark Zuckerberg contradicting it. This is how I've been ripped off, No, you're not meant to send money to them, and And I was given this other name, a Sheryl Sandberg. Now, I know there is a lady called Sheryl Sandberg with Facebook, and she was meant to be entering into a video chat with me. And then suddenly it stopped. Get it? So it's like a bit of a carrot. This person does exist and is on the Facebook and is, in a sense, supposedly, the second in command. Luckily, this time I'm only, I'm 150 quid out, possibly. But the thing is, this is obviously, excuse me, doing my fucking head in. I'm a very poor man and I can't afford to waste any money. So I've just technically probably lost £150, get it? If this is good. So I am appealing to the FBI, and I'm also appealing to Mark Zuckerberg. I can't afford to pay private investigators, because that would be the same trip. Our emails have been hacked, Mark, and that's a clear example that I have been sent an email to send money to a Paige Rosemary, get it, via PayPal, and she exists again, and she can be traced, get it, but that isn't the trip here. The trip here is some clarification of what's what. And if these emails have been hacked, and if my computer's been hacked, and if Mark Zuckerberg has been hacked, which they, of course, emphatically deny, well, this doesn't look, that is the case, Mark. I'm getting emails from you that possibly aren't from you. I'm getting told to pay money to a Sheryl Sandberg, but then I'm also was told to pay money to this Rosemary, and she's got quite a few emails, so that's, we'll bung it in. FB, see, that just stands for Facebook, right? FB Rosemary3 @gmail.com, and that's supposed to be her Google's Hangout email. So I've contacted this lady via Google Hangout, but I've also got a contact with Mark Zuckerberg via email, and he's also on Hangouts as well. But the trip simply is I've just paid £150, and I've also had, there you go, from Sheryl Sandberg, a request to just pay £250, and this is to do with his activation thing, which I've challenged, but no one's got back to me. So you've got two trips. One person saying, send me £250 and your money will be activated, get it? That's your Sheryl Sandberg. And another trip saying I actually owe £450, and I've just sent £150 to pay that off, and I supposedly got an agreement that I've got to the end of the March. Well, I think I've got every right to say I'm not paying a penny more. It wouldn't take them long until I get definite confirmation. And that's the other trip. I said, well, look, Mark, can you authorise someone to video chat with me? And that seems to be being blocked, because that's what this needs. And it doesn't have to be him. Okay, he's a WizKid CEO, but he can allocate someone with legal capacity, can identify himself. It's simple. I know it's like things at the movie. Hello, I'm John Walker or whatever. and this is today's newspaper. Get it? So I've got a definite image of him, and should things go a bit pear-shaped, you get me, I've got evidence to have him if he's an imposter, get it? But, as long as he hasn't got a Nigerian, see, again, I'm not prejudiced. It's the FBI that are supposedly aware that there's a terrorist group based in Nigeria, and they are doing this, scamming people and impersonating people. Oh, I'm sharing this because I've just done a little message. Oh, it get taken down. I can put it in here. I've had the Riot Act shown to me. Someone has made a complaint about one of my videos where my brother, David Clark, Hell's Angel, comes through, and yes, it is a bit foul-mouthed. Fuck off, you fucking terrorist cunt shit. Now that's clear, it's just being addressed to Nigerian-based cunt shit. So if you're not a Nigerian terrorist, right, what are you worried about? Because it is a fact that there are terrorists based in Nigeria and who are earning money for their terrorist activities by scamming people. That is a fact. If you don't accept that, take that up with the FBI. Get it? You people involved with the Facebook complaints thing. I'm calling you bluff. Go to the FBI and ask them, is there a terrorist group working through Facebook, impersonating Facebook personnel, get it, and are scamming people out of money? We go again. I've now got 2 lots of payment, one through a Sheryl Sandberg, which I've got it all on my file, which was asking me for £250 and talking about this activation fee. And I've come back, well, can someone explain what this activation fee is? Of course, no response. Then I've been given 3 emails for a Rosemary, who I believe her name is Page, or Rosemary Page, right? And this is through PayPal. Yeah. Let's just check. Yeah, it's PayPal. And the payment I sent, I've just said it, Page wrote a thing, it went to America. Because you can tell that when you send the money, I had to go through a currency exchange, and I sent £150, but in American dollars, I believe it was 188. So then I sent this back to Rosemary Page to just confirm that she's received, and she sort of just said yes. And then I've got this email from Mark Zuckerberg, if it is. It's a perfect copper. Don't send to any of my staff, or I've been told to, and whatever. So it could all be doing it, get it? It could all be in cahoots with each other. Oh, we con the cunt, we're now telling me shouldn't have sent that to there. But yeah, it's got to come to a stop somewhere. So I've possibly lost another 150 quid. Well, I probably haven't, because it is again, this person exists. Again, the trip is, who gives a fuck about an old age pensioner who's disabled? That's me. But this me is actually getting an MP on the case. And that MP has a bit more clout than me. And he can say, it appears my constituent has been scammed for £150 from a Page Rosemary that can you reimburse it, please? Then Page Rosemary's got to have a legitimate, get it? Oh, Mr. Clark bought £10 of carrots from me, get me? Because there are little shops on this thing, but of course it isn't, and there's no receipt and there's no thing, and so it's clear evidence. Oh, what was this payment for? Oh, it's a scam from Facebook, whatever she says. But either way, she could find herself in deep shit. Although PayPal, sorry, get it right. But it is that trip. If you know, on PayPal you can send money person to person, but that's the trip. They've got to be registered with PayPal, and PayPal will have their address and everything. And people do sell things on PayPal. Okay, so that's the trip. But the thing is, they are officially registered, and it's obvious they've got 3 bloody, there is someone called Rosemary Page, get it? So she does exist, and there is an address for her. And if I get any officialdom on board, whether it's the FBI, that's what this is, whether when I next see my MP, because that's happening now, my request that my mobility allowance is reassessed has been taken up by an MP called Douglas Ross. And the latest on that is it's going to be 20 days. So basically they sent this information to the PIPS department that, a request that they review this decision and that the evidence is represented. I've got a blood clot in my leg. Oh, I've got an itchy. And I've got a heart condition. And it's clear in my mind, the only reason I was refused this mobility allowance was I didn't turn up to the hearing. But the reason I didn't turn up, because my blood clot's so severe that I might have got a bus to Inverness, right? That's 40 odd miles. Okay, I can manage that. But if anyone knocks my leg right, but to then walk any distance from the bus station to get to wherever this appeal healing is could have been big problems. That's how disabled I am. But it is only my left leg. But it goes to things like, well, thanks, Dennis. You said you know it, but again, I'll say again, all these things, I do. It's fantastic. And if it comes to shit, comes to fuck, you can actually contact Radio Free, and they'll give you a complete, probably just email, breakdown of what the songs that were played. And this is obviously Tom Waits' song, The Blood of Jesus, right, and whatever. And it's some other artist, but I didn't get the name. It didn't ring a bell. So this will be going to FBI agent, amongst other things, because it does mention the FBI. I have asked that if there is a Hells Angel chapter near to Menlo Park, California, again, I haven't got money to hire them, but I've mentioned if you have got a debt collection organization, because we wouldn't call it Hells Angels, but it's set up, and obviously if you're a debt collector, you can meet some pretty violent, aggressive people. Think of the scenario. You're coming with documents and clipboard and all that, and you wear a bulletproof vest. Some of them, expecting trouble. And this person reacts, we've come to pick your car up. No, that's the trip. But they're trained, and the guy, might F and blind, but then you're right, well, look, sir, if you can't pay something, we've got to take the car away because we've got a court order, and it's all legal. And so they will generally, there's things on telly about this, right? So they ring up all their mates and everything. I've got to have £1,000. Come on, you cunts, lend me. Right? I was like, I want to lose my fucking man, cunt. That, right, going on. And you see his friends turn up with cars and shit, and they get the £1,000 together. It's still not the complete owing, and they will generally give them a receipt, not take the car away, but say we'll be back. I think they give them that's it, I get a bit of grace in a month's time. And if you haven't managed to raise the rest of this fee, we will take the car away. So they've got a month to sort it out, sort of thing. But obviously you can imagine if that's their job, there's going to be a lot of narrow-minded, immature people, because that's what they are. If they can't accept, look, you owe money for this, whatever it is, and we're not the judge here, get it? We're just the agents administrating the judge's decision. So it's nothing personal, but give us your fucking car, you cunt. Bit of a joke, maybe better. Yeah, but that's it. It is nothing personal, but we've got a job to do and we can't be fobbed off with whatever. They've got to get some money and an arrangement made. Get it? Or if they just say, oh, I can't fucking do it. Oh, sorry, sir, we've got to take the car away then. Yeah. And that could be the scenario. The person's got no way of paying it. Lots of things. The mind boggles rare. And he just says, yeah, take it. They still come back on the cunt, though. What happens is the cars are auctioned. And they don't get a really good value. Get it? It's just a sum. It's not a vehicle. It's you owe such and such money. So then they take the truck away. It's put into these auctions, which are commonplace, and someone gets a real good bargain. And they don't get, a reasonable price for the vehicle. So it is worth your while, put a bit of bother in it and say, fuck it, because they come back again for more money. Anyway, I digress. I do watch, not a lot of telly, but these sort of shows, real life shows about debt collectors actually, and there's things to do with policemen. And you can go in a camera and you see it live, assholes racing a car over 100 miles an hour as an example, because they've hit the car off. So it's a high-speed chase. And you see all the laws they break, go right across a roundabout, for fuck's sake. Really dangerous. Someone innocent could have been killed, get it? Driving down one-way streets in their desperate plea to get away. But things haven't got a chance in cunt. They've got helicopters. You see it. So they've got a helicopter filming it above, right? And the guy stops and he makes a run for it, right? But then they see they come with dogs and they find the cunt. Of course they do. Yeah. And he gets arrested. And they've got things like infrared cameras. So again, they can follow them, although it's at night because of the heat, And now he goes into a garden shed. That's the trip. They know it's on the way in the garden shed. And if he's rather dangerous, they do bring dogs in. Of course they do. They've got all the time in the world. And that's, yeah. What's it? I got the law and the law one. What's it? Yeah. Yeah. I fought the law and the law one. I thought, yeah. I'm a Christian priest. So yes, I am on the side of righteousness. And no, it's not right to steal some cunt's car. And it's not right to go speeding well above the speed limits and putting innocent people's lives at risk. And you'll see that when you do see these programs, that the things the police have got to deal with. Mind you, they're out technology. Like I say, they have a helicopter brought in and the guy might run, but he's infrared. You can see exactly where he is. You get me? I thought the law in law one. They fucking do. Going back to Ingliston. That was the trip there. Well outnumbered. And I'm there. And I've got my motorbike there. And in the spirit, I just lent my bike, funny enough, to a Hell's Angel. I think he's the only one in a fish, in the Peace Convoy, get it? And I said, oh, so, hi, where's my bike? Oh, it's here, yeah. Oh, it's okay. And I got on, he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to stop this. I said, oh, no, this is, I said, there's right police up there, and this is just nowhere. Getting this guy's going, right, come on, everyone, form a line. The women and children were scared shitless. Yeah. literally, screaming, oh, because this would have been the end, get it? Well, it would have been. That's the trip I'm laying on you. Police aren't idiots, and the police don't risk their soldiers, policemen's lives. So the trip is someone has clearly indicated psychopathic, violent tendencies, get it? You'd have to be an idiot cunt to throw a fucking axe at a policeman. Get it? And think they're just going to turn a blind eye to it. Oh, it's all right, it's all right, officers, go home, we're not going to do anything and just let them. No. He crossed a line. And the line was he demonstrated he wasn't a peace. Well, convoy, he wasn't into peace. He was into violence. Macho, as I say, give me a woman any day. Because men have really fucked up. They are a bunch of cunts. Probably get a complaint about that now. These called men all a bunch of cunts. Well, we want the video stopped. Fuck off, you stupid cunts, and grow up. Puh. I swore, well, it wasn't me, my brother swore at some potential terrorists that are slaughtering and killing innocent people and called them a bunch of cunts. Yeah. As terrorists. No, he's not colour prejudiced. My brother had a beautiful Nigerian girl. That's bollocks, you know what I mean? It's just absolute shit. And whoever gave these cunts the time of day, well, they haven't, because I've actually challenged it. So I look forward to hearing their response. I don't care, you called some terrorists Nigerian cunt shit. Well, I did. If they are terrorists, yeah, they're cunt shit. Shut up. Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, that is it. Whoever these idiots are, they've got to justify their existence. Well, you got to do something, and these people have complained, yeah. Well, let's go and hammer it. It's no big deal. They basically stopped my video, but I do have a chance to challenge it. And it's quoted on such and such a video you called Niger. I didn't see. I didn't. That'd be, I think all Nigerian people are a pile of cunt shit. Well, that wasn't what was said. The word terrorist was actually involved in the assessment. Nigerian terrorist cunt shit. Bit different. No, I'm not colour prejudiced. And more importantly, but that'd be the mind fuck, it's my brother, Dave Clark. And I'm prepared to go to any court in the law. And there will be religious bodies that support me. The Spiritualist Church. Oh, yes, it's quite possible that Graham's deceased brother, Dave Clark, was actually channeling through him, or they would say coming through him. Then I appealed to this, a channel in America, quite famous, I suppose. He did the Time of the Sixth Sun, and he's challenging an angelic entity called Tobias. That just come in the spirit. But I suggested to go and have a word with him. Could Graham Clark be channeling his dead brother, who isn't dead, and his dead brother is actually, it's not was, a Hell's Angel. And as such, he was quite streetwise. Get it? This is street language. Yeah. Now, for those of you that have never had any dealings with street people, generally see upper class, middle class cunts. And these are the people generally in the power positions, get it? Who've never really had any experience of real people on the street, whereas I have. my church, that's what we did. We went out on the streets of, it's nearly an hour on the streets of London with buses, and we were known as the Jesus Army. So we were like an alternative young man's Salvation Army. But we were more on practical. So we go out with a bus. It had a food kitchen on it. The sisters were making food, soup, buns, not expensive 4-course meals, but, food, free food, and people could be brought in and, getting coffee, getting tea, and they could say, well, okay, if you don't want to talk about Jesus, fine, but would you like a cup of coffee and a bit of a warm-up? So they would. Get it? And that's how we work. And I worked that way, and I wore Jesus Army uniform. See, it's actually an Army combat jacket, because we're fighting the forces of darkness. We were celibate deliverance ministry brothers that went on this sort of mission. Some married brothers would come, but they would generally sit on the bus with the women, get it? And act as hosts, yeah. But us motherfuckers that actually went out into the street, go around the circle. Yeah, we are. We're in, actually. I did call down the power of the blood of Jesus Christ. And I was guided. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, because this is guided to this squat, and it was like an industrial building. It wasn't a house. It was some kind of institution. Get it? So when I got in there, and first thing you came to, there you go, was a public toilet, like a big urinal. So it wasn't a housey, get it? And this guy was in the toilet, and I was, had a wee and whatever. And he said, "Can you help me?" Well, there's your golden mantra. Someone asked for help. Yeah, well, yes, sir. Okay, what's the problem? These people have grabbed me, brought me here under false pretenses. They promised me this, that, and the other, and I want to leave, and they have appear to be stopping him. Get it? Oh. Then I suss this nasty, evil bastard come in, right, and was having a wee, get it? And that's it, and in the spirit. So I put my arm on his shoulder to ground him, right? And I called down the power. I can't do it now because it's fearful. Called down the power of the blood of Jesus Christ. And when you do this, you do raise your voice, get it? Because you're making a command. And do it quietly. I call down the power of the blood of Jesus Christ right now. But a lot louder than that. Then he was a bit shook, but it's all right. I said, right, we're going. And we just walked out. And there was a guy, maybe 3 yards away, didn't move a fucking inch. Again, I've done this. Probably thought I was mad, but it did the trick. In a sense, I was mad. He gave me, how can we access it? Oh, well, did the blood of Jesus appear? What's this thing? Or was it just because the guy shit his knickers? Because the power that literally, the power that comes, remember, my voice has been consecrated. Oh, I've been told I've got a fucking loud voice. I was probably an opera singer in a previous incarnation. I can really project my voice. Well, we're off again, man. Said, Hawkwind shared the stage with me on the Peace Convoy stage. Again, the stage I was singing at Stonehenge and singing things like Skin Up You Bastards and Legalize It, right? And I know it's only marijuana, but right, they're all pro legalization of marijuana lyrics, all channeled. Oh, I didn't go there. Oh, you're going to write this. I didn't know I was going to go on stage. It just happened. Saw a stage there. Saw a generator. No other cunt was using it. So I just put a bit of a word out, and there's this guy who was living right by the stage, because obviously he was, sort of got any chance of starting this generator then, mate? And he said, oh, do you want to use it? Oh, yeah, I do actually. So I did. We got a generator started. It's just as the sun was going down, just starting to get dark. And that was obviously, it's just that was his job. Generator man or whatever, and he could get and he could start the fucker, because it's a bit of an awkward, well, if you didn't know what you're doing. So we've got a generator going, no lighting or minimal lighting, but a PA and a microphone. So I've got on the microphone. Right, I need a drummer, bass player, lead guitar, anyone interested, for jam session. I just put out a few shouts. Didn't take long. Because we've got backstage and these people come up on stage and, tuned up and plugged their gear in, and it's all there. So it's a PA and everything there, guitar amps and everything. It's just, again, this guy's technically guarding it, but there wouldn't have been anyone nick, what I mean. Anyway. And the trip went, they looked at me, right, and I looked at them, and I got this mantle, don't look at me, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And then the trip came, which became like a hip thing, go for it. So they tuned into me, and I tuned into them, and I said, just go for it. So they did a jam come instrumental thing, and I was listening to it, and it came into my brain what sort of band music this was. So I'd stop. Oh, right, Captain Beefheart as an example. And that's the sort of sound they're doing. So I did a thing, only about 6 songs, but in Captain Beefheart mode. You gotta legalize it. Right? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, my God, Graham. It's fucking 2 o'clock in the morning. I think no, he could ring the police up. 2 o'clock in the fucking morning, some cunts. Yeah, out of order. So I'm going to end. Yes, over now. I don't know where I got to and where I didn't. I'll go back. Well, this is an appeal to the FBI to do with what I've shared, all that about being hacked, being given 2 lots of information, a Sheryl Sandberg, right? There's only 2 names. Or is it a Rosemary Page, who I've sent money to, and she's on PayPal? Because at the moment, hi John, I'm just about to clear off, mate. I have just sent £150 to a Rosemary Page, and so if Mr. Thing gets back to me in very black and white, I'll ask him. Can you then instigate the return? Because I've done that number. Oh, right. Another number that happened was I made a mistake and sent money to a different Nigerian-based, get it, Facebook employee. And the tip was, he's been killed. Right? Oh. Sorry to hear that, whatever, it could have been a car accident. I didn't get into detail, but okay. And then I, of course, implied, because this is £1,000. Oh, well, I'm sure you can recover the money, because this person was officially employed by Facebook, even though it's a bit embarrassing, he's been killed, whatever, right? That they should recover that money. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no, we can't do that. You'll have to pay it again. Oh, that's all on file. Like I said, if this went to any sort of court hearing, they'd wipe the floor with them. think it through again. I'd sent money accidentally to a wrong so-called Facebook employee, get it, based in Nigeria. Again, you could say it's a deliberate fault. But most people would say, well, it's up to Facebook. They're the big multi-million thing. And if this is their employee, well, thankfully, again, they've got all this money, so they don't have to demand the 1,000 back. Give them a bit of time to return it because, okay, they've had a death, but not me be stitched up again. Oh, you just have to pay it again. Your fault. You sent it to the wrong person. Whoa, you see what I mean? And this is my brother. He witnesses all this. And he is a Hell's Angel. And I have to now, he's very angry at Facebook. And he would. There's your head kicking bit. That's mentioned. But that's my brother. Quote, I think he said something about, well, we, get it, might send you the money. Again, it's said in anger, or we might send a few soldiers to give you a kicking. But that's my brother. That's the way angels are. Get it? They weren't threatening to kill anyone, but they're saying, look, you're coming to cunt. You're not showing me or my brother respect. You're coming to cunt, which is another Hell's Angels term, an old street term. Coming the cunt. Get it? Well, you can get the gist, surely, what that means. When someone's coming the cunt, that they're that close to getting their head kicked. You know, they're pushing it, you know. And this clearly was that. Oh, I'm sorry, you know, we can't get the money back, and it is your fault for sending it to the wrong person. Well, that's a genuine mistake. I've got a fucking bookload of contacts in here. And the only thing I can say in their defence was that Kate Tim had told me to scrub this contact's name and address. Well, that's a bit over the top as well. I'll remove it from all your files, right? Yeah. So part of me in the spirit said no, so I didn't, but I did put a cross through it. But, well, there you go. In the spirit, I knew that things are going to come to a head, Graham, and, you know, shit come fuck punk cunt, that you might have to wait, and you're probably not going to get your lottery prize, but once that's officially done, then it does move into escalation 2, and that is, we go round in a circle, that these are terrorist filth. But the chip then is that Mark Zuckerberg has got to convince a court of law that he didn't know anything about this, and this has been going on for a year. You can see I've been posting videos. I've often posted my winning certificate, and he's got to convince the court, well, I knew nothing about these. These were terrorists, yes, impersonate me and that, but I never saw, or was it drawn to me? Oh, look, it's bollocks. This Sheryl Sandberg is a Facebook employee and is quite high up in the echelon. I've seen a photograph of her. She contacted me. Yeah. And then it is told, get it, by Mark, you know, that she wasn't to contact me. Get it, all this fear and whatever. And I'm just in the fucking middle of it, confused to fuck. Well, not really. Yeah. Yes, I do move in various spiritual gifts. But I can't be revealed everything, as there's no point to life. Get it, that I have a solid knowledge of everything that's going to happen in my life and everyone around it. Of course not. That is how I grow. And I grow by not losing my rag. My brother does that. Right, yeah. Oh, no. And I do it by making my own medicinal oil which is fantastic. See, I'm just been sitting on my arse, but this has all brought this out. I've now discovered and making a medicinal oil that could be a heal-all. Well, look it up yourself. Holy Basil Tulsi. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but yeah, it's 3 genesises. You know, you can get different strains of a plant. Go back for it's Krishna. Here. Yeah. Rama. Here. That's its name. It goes back thousands of years. Well, we all know who Krishna and Rama were, do we? But it actually gets more. According to the Vedic teachings, the Tulsi plant is a reincarnation of a god, repeat, but in plant form. So it hasn't just got a deva, which it has. It's actually attributed to being one of the Hindu pantheon gods. Again, for various reasons, that slipped my mind, but it wouldn't take many of you to do that. It's all online. Holy Basil Tulsi. And then you go into its history. Well, marijuana's the same ilk. Oh, yeah. My oil is made of holy Basil Tulsi, about 50 odd grams, because that's the majority of it is this one herb, right? And you're meant to put in 2.5 ounces maximum in this oil extracting machine, right? So generally, if I've got some, I haven't, you've got the other plant, which is actually a tree. It's called Jamaican cherry, and it is a cherry tree, but it does go in various places over the world. You'll find it. And the last lot I brought was from Jamaica. And it was in a big brown bag, good deal. I had to go through customs, and it had been inspected. But of course, Jamaica known for marijuana, get rare. But, it's all there. They haven't ripped anything off. They just opened it. And, of course, it looks nothing like cannabis because it isn't cannabis. And then the third one is CBD hemp. But the trip there is, again, all in the spirit, just need to put 1% in. For various reasons. Legality slip-ups. You sold some CBD hemp and it's actually got above the legal level of THC, which is quite common. Admittedly, you wouldn't get, because if you've got the product and it's been marketed as that, I don't think there's any judge in the world that, he's going to lock you up because of that, but you'd probably get your goods confiscated, but that's it. But so you've got 1% CBD hemp, about 25 grams of Jamaican cherry. Remember, I said you've got a 2.5 ounce maximum of herbal material to make a litre of oil. Then the machine you've got is all automated, and the one I would recommend is the one I've got. Oh, it's in the kitchen. It's a well-known oil extractor. Again, I'll be interested in car. You get a glove with it, and you get a filter with it. Yeah. And it will make a litre at a time. And it looks like a big coffee jug. Again, very, well, not sus, if you like. And it's got about 4 different timing sets. It's all automated. So what you do is you put your herbs in, you put your oil in, and you put your lecithin in. Now, that's a special pure product, but it enhances the oil's ability to extract the medicinal compounds. Lecithin, I believe it is. And it's about £6 for a tub, but you don't use a lot. So that's all you need. You put it in the machine. It's all automated. You set the temperature. Generally, I use 3, this little bush for dun, 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 and the light moves across its middle. And then this time setting I set to 8 hours. And that's it, it's left. It's all automated. And then some of the best brews I've had is I've done it, in an 8-hour cycle, and it's just got a bit late, so I've just left it. Again, this is all anti, it's not going to matter if you leave this stuff. It's got natural, whatever, germ killing capacity. That's one of its functions. You can use it as an oil to put on your legs, as an example. So your skin absorbs it. And I've got a bad skin condition to do with the derbies and thing, and it's brilliant for that. So there is quite a few different conditions it will effectively affect. It's known to be a powerful antidepressant. There's that in its own. See, I'm cutting the throat here. There'd be a fantastic market for a herbal, safe-based antidepressant rather than buy drugs or even have drugs prescribed you. The pharmaceutical industry are going to fucking shit their knickers, and it's all perfectly legal. They will. We know what to do there. This is what happened with marijuana, right? All these scientific research. Marijuana's got no medicinal usage. Rare. Backhand of the back. And this can all be, who fucking constricted these scientists to do this research? The fucking drug companies. And if that doesn't stink to fuck, of course it is. Marijuana is a sacred medicinal herb, not a drug. And to call it a drug is to prostitute it. And if marijuana was an intelligence, which actually it is, it does have a Davic presence. That Davic presence could sue the fucking shit out of the DEA and all the rest of it, all these bodies, so-called educational bodies that have made this, well, you use it in human terms, slanderous terms, defamation of character. Marijuana could sue the shit out of the cunts. Yeah. It's actually a very medicinal, sacred sacrament. And to relate such a plant as that as being an evil drug, well, we all know why. Well, get hold and watch the early videos, propaganda that was made about marijuana, I think in the 40s, when it was first majorly made illegal. And it's so pathetic. They're actors, but they're portraying it as if they're drunk, really out of it, and fucking idiot cunts. Yeah. And the man going, and the woman going, well, fucking hell. And yet we allowed that. Well, I say we. Yeah, hi, John Shoby. I am going to clear off, actually. It's nearly 2 o'clock. So I've actually asked Facebook. They won't. But I've appealed against this decision, not as if it matters, because I've been accused of being racist and abusive to Nigerian people. When in reality, all I said was, it's my brother anyway, cop out. Yeah, blame him, yeah, right, it's my brother. And he implied that these Nigerian terrorist cunt shit, but terrorists. So it's not an open abuse to all Nigerian people. So it's a nonsense. Not as if I'm making a complot film. Probably go through the roof, because it's actually on, all my films are on YouTube under Laird Graham Clark Lifebringer. The two issues I've got, well, is this. I'm trying to start a charity, Black Unicorn. I've appealed to Madonna. because part of the vision I have for this charity, that's Black Unicorn, it'll be run by women. They will be the founding committee because it's going to be a charity. So I'm looking for women who are into the performing arts, into setting up a charity for the relief of suffering called Black Unicorn, and they will run it. I'm just like the founder, the channel, get it? And they say I can sit in at meetings and various ways this thing can go, but if there is a tour got to get, oh wow, yes. Now I saw this brilliant film on YouTube, and people know, but I think it's French. They're French, but they're what I'm talking about, a totally multimedia group. So they provide their own music, and they're mainly acrobats. This is it. They're probably ballet dancers that have taken it to the nth degree. And they're like a circus. I think that's what they are. I find them when they're there. Oh, they are the sort of acts of what Black Unicorn's all about. See, multimedia, they're their own band. They play their own music. Beautiful young ladies, very muscular men, you know, and they're like a ballet, and they involve esoteric like props, trampoline, not trampoline, you know, the swinging, incredible. So it's like a circus. They call themselves a circus, and they probably do tour as a circus. But it's these are what I call artisans. They love what they're doing. And they probably live for what they're doing. The amount of rehearsal. They've got this bouncing, if you like, floor structures. So they can run along and bounce along and all this business and somersaulting and it's practice to fuck. It's very, tight, as we would say, and very entertaining. You've got music, and then you've got the characters. The guy comes on, there's this crooked stick with a stone in it, and he's got this big pot belly. These are probably one of the lead characters. But then the singers, get it? They're singing, and they're all real. Then you've got angels, fairies, all this. Wow, fucking brilliant. I can't remember the name of them, but they're on YouTube. And I'm not we're not there yet to put a show on, Graham. Come on, we registered the fucker. It needs people to register it. And that they'll be paid a wage. Because this is like a job. Well, some can do it, it's up to them. But I mean, the salaries will be arranged on actual need, not on what your job title is. And I'll use this example because it is. You're a woman with 6 kids, you'll get a higher salary than a woman with no kids. Because it's women. There are going to be some men, there will be men involved, but they are like the grunts. It is going to be, that's the mantra that's come through. It's time for the women to take control. This is in the time of the sixth sun, one of the messages that was put out. And yet it is. Oh, I've done it in street language, quote, all men are a bunch of cunts. Yeah. Idiots, in other words. Yeah. They've got their ego got in the way. Oh, I could give you so many examples about that. The Findorn Foundation. What's the time? Because I do just pop in. I'm not formally a member, but I am, if you follow me, because I'm doing all this other stuff. Right? So I pop into the dining area, which is like the community area come thing, in the park, right? And I'm walking past, and there's pandemonium going on in the kitchen there, because of the kitchen there. And it's mainly people who've just got into a panic. There's a bit of a pressure, you haven't got just to clean the kitchen. But then you've got to cook a meal, see a bit of pressure. And they were freaked out to fuck. Pandemonium, only working. So I walked past, I did this number. Where's the focus? So I got a loud boy. Where's the focalizer? Bit of a pause zone. Come in. She remembered this. See? Come in, number 9. Yeah, it's more sense of humour, right? Come in, number 9. Right, this is the Beatles song, I think, man. And this beautiful lady tucked her head round the corner, and I looked in the eye, and all lovely, yeah. I think we need to attune again. And she could see that. So because she's actually the focus, her trip, right? Right, come on, everybody, out, go around the kitchen. And then, so it's a big circle of us, and we're all holding hands. And then I do again my humour bit. Well, come on then, take it away, Sam, which is a famous movie clip, right? And I'm saying it to her like I think it's Ginger Rogers, but yeah, he says that to Ginger, fucking whatever. Famous movie, very famous, right? And Humphrey Bogart. Well, take it away, Sam. And she beautifully said, no, I think you should do it. Okay, fine. So I then give it a little intro. So look, we actually are here and now. That's a statement. That's where we actually are. But our minds, we can get spaced out and we're not actually here and now. So what we've got to do, because that's where we are, so in a sense you've got to do nothing, but you do, right, is get back to the here and now. So then I say, whenever and whoever feels that they are now in that space, to squeeze the hands of the people or person, if you get me, next to you. Now, I am in the here and now. Not all the time. I get spaced out. But no, I deliberately held back because it's important that someone else made that positive affirmation to themselves. No one knows, see, and just squeeze the hands of the people next to them. It didn't. Of course, it gets passed back to me. Then I just say, oh, well, looked. Oh, yeah, because in a sense, I was technically the focalizer. So I looked at everybody in the eyes, could see they were okay, smiled very nicely at the focalizer because she was beautiful. Oh, yeah, man wouldn't be like that. Man would have been, yes, I'm the focalizer. Very, and I'd have just said, well, it just wouldn't have happened, basically. That's all right, I can deal with this. And he would have insisted to take them out and get me in a tuning. Get it? That sort of trip. No, the woman, get it? Different animal. Not humble, but giving. No, you do it, sort of thing. Yeah, giving, yeah. But then, anyway, so I did that. And then I walked off because I wasn't part of the group. I didn't fucking go back in the kitchen. Of course I didn't. I don't know what I was doing, but I went on to do something else, whatever I was doing, if you follow me. That's the Christian way. And that was taught at Findorn in the early days. Literally the mantra, you see something that needs to be done, you do it. Someone here can do it. I see you are there. You deal with it. No, I could argue about it, but that is the trip. So I wasn't doing any ego trip, which I've been accused of doing, because I have stuck my nose in to things that get it, because they're on a trip. This is my group. Who the fuck's he think he is coming in here? Oh, there's your trip. Coming in here. Lady, totally different response. Yeah, here end of today's lesson. Give me a woman any day. We go right round the circle. That's why Black Unicorn is going to be set up by women. Now, come on, Mags. A bit of a joke. I know she's called that. Madonna, you're the perfect person, mind you, I can say, to do this. You don't actually have to become part of Black Unicorn's administration come team, because there will be a group of people, women, and they will form it as a charity. They have their roles within the charity thing, and then they do have the practical thing of, oh, well, we've got to organise. That's the first move. So obviously, well, we've got to organise an event to raise funds for ourselves, but it can be a joint benefit because that's in the Constitution. Because that get people in. A lot of people won't have even heard of Black Unicorn. So you organise an event for a well-established, emotive come charity to what's going on at the moment. Whatever. Could be any Oxfam. You get me thing that will definitely bring people into the door, but it's a joint benefit, and so much of the proceeds are going to go back into Black Unicorn. Right? And plus the fact when it actually takes off, and that means people start asking us, because that's our job, to organise events for them, then that's where we do charge like a fee. So the tip is, very quickly, you've got 3 resources. So the women, right, the skills you're going to need is computer skills, telephone skills, being able to talk with people and whatever. And if you're into the performing arts, oh yeah, you yourself can be a dancer. This will be the sort of people attracted to this. Yeah, you are an artisan. So you will get a chance. Obviously, it's us, isn't it, to actually take part in a show. Of course, we organise it, but to start off, just sort of say, you will have to do your bit. Again, we start off very, very small. Just because it's for Oxfam, it doesn't mean it can't just be in the local village hall, whatever. And the way this is going, it's probably, obviously, if I've asked Madonna, it'll start in America. Doesn't matter. There's probably slightly different laws in America, but this could soon be, the work's all done, presented to whatever you call it in America, the American Charity Commission. And they might have slightly different things, but whatever. But that will become a charity because the work's done. This is channeled. So it might be a little bit of tweaking here and a little bit of tweaking there, here, a tweak, there, a tweak. Oh, McDonald. Right, yeah. And so hypothetically, it started in America, all women. And see, I'm getting, but I don't want to tell you what to do. You will know this, it's common sense. Well, when you study the Constitution, it's allowing for that. You can organise events for yourself. But a beautiful concept came through as a joint benefit. There's a bit of humour there, see? And that means, go back a second, not many people have heard of Black Unicorn. Oh, they've heard of Oxfam. And right. So what you also need to do first is to put together resources. So one resource will, and it'll be on constantly upgrade. That's what good it could be. So you're upgrading it. One resource will be names of contacts of charities. So they will have like a Black Unicorn representative. So people you can contact who represent that charity. So, that's work, but there you go, because once word gets around and a few publicity things, they will be contacting you. You won't need to hustle them. But that'll be upgraded and updated and changed and whatever. Then the other resource is actual artists, musicians, bands, actors, dancers, artists who are prepared to perform for charity. course, I can't do it all the time, but that's your resource. Right, and again, it's just contact information. It can be emails, it can be a phone number, so whatever. But again, to cut expenses down, perhaps the good idea is to take the email first, and then if you have to talk by phone, but then we've got free. Oh, there you go. Facebook provides you with a free video chat facility, and then if you've got a Mac computer, you've got FaceTime, which is a video chat facility. And that's Bejon and Messenger. Well, Bejon. I'll check that in a minute. I'm going to finish it. Right. So we have the technology. It's all here. Computer skills, again, repeat would be. Mac's incredible. And they are the professional computer person's choice. I've even brought a few. I've got about 3 Mac computers here because years ago, when I had money, I bought a load of. Well, I've got a couple of up in the loft and all. I've got about 6 computers, but whatever. Because again, that's your money. Again, we're going to need money to set it up. We're going to need a premises, office, call it what you will, an initial place, address. But it can be registered. Mine might be different in America. A charity must be registered to an address. That's just the law. Well, it is in England. So I registered it just to my council flat. It's perfectly legal. It just must have an address and a telephone number so it can be contacted and people can, whatever. But again, the laws might be slightly different in America. I think they'd probably be more lax. But that's you women can sort. That's what I'm saying. This is women. Because all at the back of your thing is not a fucking ego trip. You're not on a big macho. Why are we doing this? To release suffering in the world. That's our mantra. That's what it's all about. Yeah. But Black Unicorn will need to be grounded somewhere. Wherever. And I'm just asking, anything I need to say? That Beijing's probably nothing. It's a Beijing messenger, but a lot of people don't know. They can see I'm online now, but they don't know, he's probably doing one of his bloody live videos. Because if they did, they've got the equipment. There's a little thing, a comment box. Yeah, I've got a Dennis Fisher who's logged in, a John Shoby's joining, a Satchitananda. I've said that many people are from India. Dennis Fisher, and he's quoted me, travel the world, the 7 seas, don't need to. Annie Lennox, yeah, I know the song Facebook will bring you these. Well, yes, that's great. Okay, so, again, the title is cryptic, but it's not, as you can see what it's all about. There's many irons in the fire. But it is a bit of an issue, but I won't go on. Yeah, I've probably just lost 150 quid, but that's nothing. Get it? In the past, I've lost thousands of pounds in all this shenanigans. But that will all come out in the wash. Because very soon, hopefully, it'll be clarified who the fuck do I send money to? Get it? I've got 2 conflicting answers. I've got a Sheryl Sandberg, which she's just disappeared. So I nearly spoke to her on the Hangouts, and then she just cut off, whizzed off. Because maybe Boss Man has said, or they've got this other power structure, get it? They call them the admin group. And so she can't speak to me on video, but that's obvious what's needed, isn't it? Someone I can see who the fuck they are. And at the moment, I'm getting 2 different groups of people. I've got a Rosemary Page, that's her name, and she's just been sent 150 quid. And then I've just had a Mark Zuckerberg, See, again, it could be a scam. I shouldn't send money to them, so I've just lost 150 quid. You get me? Someone does eventually say, look, enough's enough. And I said it. Excuse me, can some cunt video chat with me to sort this out? I've implied the FBI not to talk to me, but they've been well informed of all this shit that's been going on. And if this does mean it's actually involved with Nigerian-based terrorists, then this does justify them actually getting actively involved. Get it? It's not just some poor old age disabled pensioner. Get it? Which is that. But if this scenario is that, then yeah, I do expect the FBI to get involved, and part of that first involvement is verifying whether I have actually got this winnings. Imagine it. Facebook are not going to tell the FBI to fuck off. I know, we're the FBI, yeah, we're doing an inquiry. Yeah, that's it, Nigerian terrorists. Oh, and this is partly connected with a Graham Clark, who perhaps through these Nigerian terrorists, get it, has been sending them money inadvertently. So can you verify to us whether a Graham Clark has been awarded a lottery winnings of 750,000, right? But that's the significance. Because once there's a solid answer to that, then the FBI have got someone that has got information which can lead to the arrests of Nigerian-based terrorists. He's got a whole load of Amazon card numbers. And Amazon have assured me, although I brought these cards, they're not going to reveal to me who these cards have gone to. But they're going to reveal it to the FBI, and they possibly are all part of this Nigerian terrorist group. And I've heard also, this is heard, I'm not making this up, that the Nigerian government is finding this hacking scenario an embarrassment, and they put up a very large sum of money to anyone who can actively be involved in getting a definite conviction, by meaning they have evidence. So I could be a laughing sandboy. I may have paid out about £4,000 of my own money, but I'm sure the Nigerian government will reimburse me that. And I think there's a few more bob involved. So again, I have got a very creative imagination, but that's in things like that. If I didn't, I'd have probably shot myself months ago. Imagine how you would feel. You've just paid out over £1,000, which to you's a lot of money, and then you're told on base, sorry, Graham, you've got to pay it again because you sent it to the wrong address. And how would you feel if again you paid about £1,000 odd out to two fees? I think it's the FBI and whatever. And then I'm told by Kate Tim, if it was her, those receipts are only valid for 30 days. And I've got to pay them again. Now, you could all be laughing and saying, well, what a cunt. Yeah, I probably am. But this is giving people rope to hang themselves. Right, my defence is I use a pendulum and have been. Anything financial. I've got another financial thing, actually. I've got to do that. Right, this could be a spam. We can do it. It'd be a funny test, wouldn't it? Have I got to ask her? Blessed guides and helpers, please draw close. Blessed Archangel Michael, please draw close. Have I got to repay Oh, yeah. My Amazon charges, please. Well, it's a no. So I had a phone call earlier on purporting to be Amazon, telling me that my Prime, which is a thing to do with Amazon, you pay this fee about 80 quid a year, and you get all your goods that you order on Amazon, which I order a lot, on a very good, quick postal service. So you get extra service. I think also it pays for my Amazon TV thing. But I can quickly check that because I just go onto Amazon and there's a page I click into and it'll tell me, whether I'm up to date with it. But that sounds a scam because the message then says, if you want to pay it now, press 1. See, this is it. It's because you get, like me, you've got involved in some kind of internet scam and then they sell your information to someone else. Coffee. I was a right cunt here. He's fallen for our scam. Give him a go. So, like I say, you get this recorded message. Hello, we are Amazon, and your thing is running out, but if you want to, you can pay it now, and you just meant to press a number. I'm going to fuck off. Yeah, that's the sort of shit. And again, it's a learning curve. I've had that the other day, same trip. Hello, this is BT, and what do you say now? Yeah, that's it. You've got to pay this, or else we might have to cut off your internet. Fucking trippies. I'm not even fucking with BT, right? I'm with Sky. So I sussed that one, but I did actually ring the police. They're very good here. I'll say that as well, because I don't get local. I rang 999, but I know the right number to ring, which is beautiful. Again, women for you. Yes, look, I know this isn't really a 999, but I didn't know the right number. I wanted someone to do with internet fraud, which is beautiful. Oh, yes, sir. Well, but what's the problem anyway? Right? Again, women for you. Now, some man I'm going on. Oh, some man is saying, fucking wasting, please. Get it? The trip. Give me a woman any day. Men are a bunch of cunts. That'd be my logo, I think. Put that on my grave. Yeah. Give me a woman any day. All men are a bunch of cunts. I'll have that on my grave. Fucking right. So, I share with her. I said, I've just had this phone call and they're claiming to be BT and and she just reassured me, said, no, sir, that's obviously a scam, right? Don't worry about it. And no, your internet isn't about to get a cut off because that was a threat, you see. Or if you don't pay this, we're going to have to kill what a bunch of cunt. Anyway, I'm fucking offed. So I'm now going to, this is going to be uploaded and then I'm going to go to Amazon to check just to make sure I have paid my Prime. It's Amazon Prime.